here with Brad Smithey, the brand new head football coach at West Oso High School outside of Corpus Christi. How you doing this morning, Coach?
Man, I'm doing great. Appreciate you having me on this morning.
And speaking of being the brand new coach there, that's a unusual set of circumstances all around with the COVID-19 stuff going on. So I imagine everything here was virtual, nothing in person as far as interviews go, and just kind of walk us through the process and how it's different than the past.
Well, when they first called to set it up, it was actually all going to be virtual. And then I get a call just, a few days beforehand saying, hey, I know this is kind of late in the process, but if you would like to come in, we have it set up, the social distancing and all for you if you wanted to come in and interview in person, which I did. And man, they had desks spread out all over the library. There was rows of like 6 to 9, and it was good and spaced out. It was different for sure because, everybody's kind of spaced out everywhere, just not either on a round table or in front of you. But after that happened, then I got, the second interview. I did that one with Zoom to the superintendent, and it's just a little different because you're not being able to, like I said, really there because of all the guidelines. It's not like they could walk you around. You can't shake everybody's hands. I'm a very personable person, so I like shaking hands and hugs. So not being able to do any of that was kind of weird for me, but I also understood the situation that we got at our hand, and being able to at least get the opportunity to do those things, put myself in front of them, even under the circumstances, I felt was really helpful for me because it got a chance for me to fill them out and vice versa. And then being able to speak with Mr. Garcia on Friday through Zoom, we had a good talk, and the whole process started rolling, and got the call on Tuesday morning, and here we are.
So you went from coaching offensive coordinator at Brazos Sport right there by the beach, then to Victoria West, which is a little further away from the beach, but not too far. And now you're right back on the beach there at West Oso. You a beach guy?
I like to say so. I'm more of if you could say, a fisherman than a beach guy. I do like my fishing, something my dad, I guess, taught me a long time ago. So it is definitely extra perks to that area. And I got a lot of family in Corpus. My brother's a coach at Corpus Christi, Cal Allen, and my grandma lives down there. I got a bunch of cousins in the area. So really excited to be in that area around them.
So again, unusual circumstance here. I'm sure most coordinators and assistant coaches looking to move up to the head coaching job, kind of run those scenarios through their brain. What am I going to say when I meet the kids for the first time? That kind of stuff. And you haven't had a chance to, like you said, get in there, shake hands, and hug the kids. So what has it been like trying to make some contact with the kids? How much of that have you been able to do?
Yesterday was my first day getting down there after, all the contracts and stuff like that. So Coach Fillmore there, the AD, she did a great job of, helping me out and kind of getting us started, getting the list of the kids. First thing is, make sure I contact all the coaches. Got to meet a couple of them yesterday, but kind of like you said, it's different not being able to walk into the office and being able to contact. So we're working on setting up, our first, I guess, virtual coaches meeting here soon. And last night they actually had their virtual awards banquet, which I got to attend. So I kind of got to see a few of the kids, at least see their faces through that, see, who won the awards and all that, to kind of start formulating and planning for that. I got a list of all the athletes yesterday to start contacting. And luckily, we're not too far away from getting to see them. But at the same time, I would like to have a meeting with all of them because I'm assuming the guidelines are going to, and it's all assumption, be of only a certain amount at a certain time and stuff like that. So I still would like to meet with them all at one time. So we'll probably set up a virtual meeting next week at some point with them so I can speak to them, because it is a lot different than just walking up during the school day, being able to call them in the athletic period and give them your spiel and what to expect and all. And it's definitely different. But the good thing is, since I am younger, I love technology. So I've got a few exciting things that I'm going to do that I've been preparing for when I got the call to set this up and to make it, a good environment and, allow myself to be able to present what we're going to be doing virtually.
And so taking over the program there. So what can we look for from the Bears under Coach Smithey? What are you going to hang your hat on there?
The three main things that we're going to hang our hat on is we're going to be disciplined, we're going to be physical, and we're going to play fast. I know that West Oso has got a ton of athletes, and that gets me excited because one, you can't find a state champion team without any discipline, and so we're going to harp on that. We're going to stress the little things. The second thing is they're going to be ready to know that we're going to hit them in their mouth. We're going to stress that we're going to be the most physical team every time that we step on that field. And then third, we're going to play fast. I want those kids to, use their talents, be able to, react more than have to think, and use that speed that, West Oso has kind of been known for. And so, we're going to be disciplined, be physical, and we're going to be fast. But with all that being said, one of the things that our program is going to be built on is we're going to love each other, serve each other. We're going to build relationships with these kids through us coaches to the players and the players to players. And we're going to make sure that message that we preach is love each other, serve each other. And we're going to be there for each other, rough times, hard times. And they're going to understand that, families fight at times. But what you do as a family is you reconnect, you get they're going to learn, and we're going to be visible in the community. And us coaches will be visible in the community. And we're just going to try to build a lot of support and win a lot of football games. That's the plan.
Now, as a young guy, you're maybe able to relate a little more. You're able to tell them, hey, I played high school football, I played college football, and it wasn't back when they were running the veer. I mean, it was under these more modern concepts. How does that help you in your past, or how does that help you relate with the kids?
The biggest thing that's made me relate to these kids is, my dad's a coach, so I've moved around a lot with him, and we've lived in a lot of different areas, which has helped me understand a lot of different cultures. And because of that, I'm able to relate to them because I got an understanding kind of their backgrounds and where they come from. And because of that, I have a little more understanding as far as, what can make them tick, what motivates them, and, the things that just get them excited because we are in a weird time and place, especially now that those things are important. And to really get to know your players, that's probably above everything else right now. I mean, to be able to go, if it's just music in the locker room or whatever it may be, to get these kids excited about what's coming. Man, I'm juiced up, ready to rock. I mean, I'm energetic, I'm passionate, and I'm going to make sure that type of energy and passion is fed on to my players and to my coaches. And we're going to build that structure, and we're going to create those relationships, and where, hey, we're going to get to know our players so we can relate to them and create those personal relationships to really understand them and not just expect them to do something as a player, but set the expectations for them outside of football so they understand that we're there for them more than just a coach, that we're there to mentor and be a role model for them.
Okay, now, most important question. What's the first song on your playlist?
Man, the first song on the playlist. That one's tough, but I'm going to have to go with a TikTok famous right now, which would be the Baby's Rockstar right now. I know that's a hit amongst the kids right now. Obviously, it'd be the edited version, but I know that one gets everybody a little excited.
All right. Well, thanks for your time today, Coach, and definitely hope we get to see some football this fall.
Absolutely. I appreciate the time, Tony.